And those are the starting lineups, so kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment. Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night in the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. P.J. Washington out there with Green. And it's Lively in at the five. Young season, young talent, Grant. What do you look for to identify an up-and-coming team with a chance to be special?
Well, B.A., obviously you have to start with talent. But then it's fit, it's identity, it's personality. I mean, all of those ingredients matter in becoming a top team.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Now Edwards. Pass to Towns. This one for three. On target from range.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Doncic against Conley. Now here's Irving. A deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
That assertive mentality, I mean, just rising up from deep and draining it.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Towns outside. Pass to Conley. Back to Towns. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused and they made everything they looked at.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Edwards. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Doncic against Conley. Good D by Doncic.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Edwards well covered on the interior, scores through the contest.
And Doris, Anthony Edwards has lived up to the expectations. He continues to get better each year.
He does, B.A., and let's remember, as a former #1 pick, that carries a lot of weight and responsibility. But Ant is a guy who embraces that pressure. He wants the spotlight, and he puts in the work to be great. His future is bright.
Timeout called the Timberwolves. And the first season matchup for them against the Mavericks this year.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
And here in the first half of December, a look at the most recent power rankings. Hey, some intriguing stories. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
You know, for the Mavericks, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, B.A., they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
That free throw good from Irving. Both free throws good from Irving.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Edwards against Irving. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. To the inside. Edwards pulls it in.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Pass to Gobert. McDaniels with it. Towns outside. And here's Conley. 5 on the clock. From the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
Excellent job of closing out on that three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
The three from Washington. Edwards pulls it in. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to McDaniels. Conley looking for an opening. Lets it go. They get it back. Here's Gobert. An easy 2 on the layup.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Here's Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post. Doncic has got 5 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Edwards. Gobert passes to Conley. Back to Gobert. From 13. That one a little long. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 14-5 run.
Dallas foul. Josh Green. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Here's McDaniels. No points yet. Pass to Gobert. Edwards against Irving. Poke loose. Here we go, one-on-one. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And what can you say about Luka Doncic that has not already been said? Here's a guy in his mid-20s and a perennial MVP candidate, Doris.
His career is off to an extraordinary start. He's drawn comparisons to the legends of the game, and like so many of the greats, BA, he is a one-of-one. The ability to command the game from all aspects.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Down low. And a big-time jam right there.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Irving against Edwards. Towns outside. Outside Edwards. Pass to Conley. 4 on the clock. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Towns taking his time here. Pass to Conley. Tipped away. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game. The teardrop. The shot, no good. Dallas has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Doncic. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Lively passes to Doncic. Shoots from 12. Again, Dallas. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's McDaniels. Basket counts.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
And Dallas calls time here. And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Anderson's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Moore comes in for McDaniels. McLaughlin, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Morris in for Mike Conley. Exum passes to Gafford. Shoots from the elbow, and they pick up 2. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Hardaway, the pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Got it. Towns has got 5 now.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Hardy, the pass to Hardaway. Here's Hardy. Shoots it from the corner. Another one falls for Dallas.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Morris deciding where to go with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Derrick Jones Jr. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Shot from the inbound. And Gafford with the block. And here's Hardaway. He played a great game against the Lakers. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Towns gets the bucket.
For 3.
Dallas has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Hardaway. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Moore passes to Morris. Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now here's Towns. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Gafford to the wing, right side. Here's Hardy, guarded by Morris. Gafford. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Hardaway against Morris. Clock at 6. Pass to McLaughlin. Jacks up a 3. And he buries his first look.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Hardaway. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Morris passes to Towns. Pass to McLaughlin. Lets the three fly. It's not going to go for him. Outside Hardaway. Now Gafford. Outside Hardaway. Fires from the wing. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Well, two things there, guys. Tim Hardaway Jr., the power, the concentration, refuses to be stopped when he wants to score.
Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Kleba comes in for Jones. And we've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. McLaughlin passed to Towns. Pass to Anderson. Back to Towns. Morris outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Well, Monte Morris, opportunistic from three. Sees the shot, takes it.
Here's Exum. Here's Hardy. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Mavericks ahead, running away with this one. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court for the Timberwolves, McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. Then it's Monte Morris, then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Moore in at the two. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Anthony Edwards carries a swagger about him. He said, quote, "I am the most confident person in the world. I've always felt like I'm the best at everything I did." Coach Finch said, quote, "He is super confident, he's real, and he's genuine. A lot of guys have a confidence that hides in insecurity. He is not that. He knows who he is as a person and as a player." Brian?
Yeah, great point. Thank you, Allie. Morris passes to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Pass to Moore. Morris for three. They get it back. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Doncic against Morris. Puts it up from 17. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, B.A., I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage inside. Focuses on taking high percentage shots that come to him naturally.
And he comes up with a bucket. Irving's gotten his third basket of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
To the middle. That's good from Hardaway on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight. And here's Morris. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. The shot by Towns, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Doncic against Morris. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. And here's Doncic outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Doncic has got 23.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Morris against Doncic to end the run. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Doncic. Phil Grant is the managing director of the U.S. men's national team. You've gotten to see the wealth of international talent firsthand.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, I've got so much respect for the international game. You know, over 25% of the players in the NBA right now are international players, and they produce superstar talents like Doncic, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. The U.S. has more competition now than ever.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Pass to Gobert. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. It's blocked. They recover it. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Irving. Tries again. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more? Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Doncic against Morris. The kick out to Edwards. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist.
3 points.
Morris has got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Conley. No made baskets yet. And Minnesota calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Junior defense through.
And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
You take a look at Edwards, and I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
Doncic against Conley. Doncic passes to Lively. Shot clock at 5. And it's in there. Doncic has got 27 points.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
High post Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Jaden McDaniels taking.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line.
Doncic outside. Irving looking around. And stolen by Edwards. Conley against Doncic. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Gobert. And they get it back from deep. And there's Conley. That one's good. And the assist by Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And Dallas calls time here. So both teams making some changes here. Let's see some of the numbers here for Josh Green. The Mavericks have gone 8 for 9 here in this second. Here's Hardy. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
First personal foul.
Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, going up against the Blazers. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
Most teams get a bit worried looking at a road schedule like this one, but they've been really strong on the road. They might be looking forward to getting away from home.
Here's McLaughlin, averaging around 5 points a game. Edwards against Green, kicks it out Towns, launches a three. The Mavericks pull it in.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And here's Green from the arc. Pure from three-point range. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Can't get it to drop. And it's Green with the ball for Dallas. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Edwards with it. Green picks him up. Outside, Anderson. To halt the run. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
But boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Towns for 3. Here's Anderson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Edwards. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hardy. And that comes off the assist by Green. Hardy's got 10.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to McLaughlin. Out to the right wing. McDaniels against Jones. McDaniels passes to McLaughlin. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Dallas has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Washington finds Gafford. Here's Hardy. Throws it up high, and Washington powers it through.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Towns. Count it. He's got 10.
It took 6 attempts, but he finally hits a shot.
Here's Hardy. 10 points for him from the high post. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Pass to Towns. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Towns. Beyond the arc. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
Those advanced numbers from Karl Anthony Towns are incredible, Doris.
And BA, obviously those advanced numbers are something all organizations look at. Cat's got one of the top offensive ratings in NBA history. And listen, his three-point stroke opens up the floor. He can also put it on the deck. He's very efficient. There's a lot to like about Cat.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Exum's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Moore's checked in for Edwards.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
He drops it from range. Washington's got 9 points in the quarter.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's McLaughlin. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Again, Dallas.
Well, the rise up and fire from Dante Exum, something he needs to do if the defense gives him space.
The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Washington. Pass to Hardy. The three ball. And the Mavericks, another three.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And it's McLaughlin missing.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
Here's Exum. 11 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
The three. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Karl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 27 points, 3 steals, and 4 assists. So far, he's played a big role for his team here. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been painting something. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Josh Green out there with Washington, and it's Lively in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. And it's worth looking at the league's top scorers for the past month. These guys have been on a tear. Number 1, Luka Doncic. In the 3rd spot, Anthony Edwards.
This month has been a memorable one for both of these players, just lighting up the nets and getting it done on offense.
To the paint, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Irving against Edwards. Irving, the pass to Washington. Doncic on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. And Gobert with a block.
Boy, whenever Gobert is out there, he will make you think about shooting near the rim. This guy's such a good shot blocker.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Mavericks on D. They haven't given up any points here in the 2nd half. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Outside Conley. Just 4 to shoot. Washington grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Here's Doncic. That shot off. And some solid defense from Towns. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting only 31% in the game. Up top, Edwards. He's guarded by Irving. McDaniels passes to Towns. Pass to Gobert. And it's powered home by Towns.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You've got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
Now here's Green. Irving finds Doncic. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Edwards for 3. Mavericks with a rebound. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the 2nd half now. Fast break, Minnesota. Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Washington. Doncic outside. A shot from the high post. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. Pass to Towns. Doncic against Conley. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Shoots from the baseline. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Conley. Gobert's got 6.
Wow, when Gobert can step out and hit that mid-range jumper, look out.
Pass to Green. 3-pointer. And Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Towns. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds in the game. Green, the pass to Irving. Here's Lively. Now Doncic. The 3 is up. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's stolen by Doncic. Washington finds Irving. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Conley. From 10 feet away. Blocked. Irving with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Takes a 3. Here's Lively. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Dallas foul. Lively.
And the Mavericks with some changes.
Foul.
Powell, he's checked in for Washington. And Hardaway is subbed in for Green. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Morris, he's checked in for Conley. Morris against Doncic. Morris outside. And the shot goes.
Monte Morris.
He has 7.
You love the aggressive play inside from Monte Morris.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Pass to Towns. 5 to shoot. Towns double team from 10 feet away. Good on the jump shot. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, under duress of the shot clock, Towns calm, delivers, beautifully done.
Doncic passes to Irving. Over Edwards. Drilled from 11 feet out. Irving's got 11 points.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Inside. Towns finds Gobert. Now Towns. Back to Morris. Up and over Doncic. Morris can't hit.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Hardaway, no good.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Left side, Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Lays out. Powell with a steal. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Hardaway, a good look. Money from the wing. He's got 11. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Dallas.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Doncic outside. Over Morris. Doncic's shot is good. Doncic has got 37.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
From downtown, that one's good by Moore.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Outside Hardaway. Takes the 3. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Dallas foul.
Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistent. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Count that one. Hardaway's got 16 points now.
There has to be a certain amount of focus if you're going to be a great scorer. And Hardaway Jr. showing right there, he's locked in.
Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Gafford, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Garza's checked in. Here's Moore. All alone. Garza's shot is good.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Dallas has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Hardaway, the pass to Hardy. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 15.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Anderson with it. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Gafford. And now the Mavs on the run. Here's Exum. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
Well, Dante Exum squares up and rises and fire off the screen. Really good timing.
And so Morris will bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Garza. Anderson against Jones. Garza passes to Morris. Here's Garza. Puts up a 3. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got 4 assists in the game.
That's about vision and timing. Monte Morris, a quality passer.
To the paint. Jones misses.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Monte Morris was a late second-round selection back in 2017, but boy, hard work and perseverance has paid off for this guy.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. And he's going for the lob! And the dunk by Gafford.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yeah, one of the prettiest in basketball. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Moore. Morris, left side. Over to the left wing. Here's McLaughlin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. Jump shot is good that time. Anderson's gotten his second bucket of the game. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Exum. He has 6. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Gafford. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gafford's got 10 points.
Well, Exum's size and speed make him a tough cover, and especially in these pick and rolls as a passer.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Dallas. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for Minnesota right now, we've got Jordan McLaughlin, and it's Moore in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Garza. Here's Moore. Off target from outside. Here's Exum. Shot from 16. They get the rebound. And Powell with the stuff.
Well, this is a big part of what Dwight Powell needs to do. Battle hard on the offensive glass, turn those second chance opportunities into points.
Here's McLaughlin to the left side wing. Here's Garza. Counted from distance.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Exum passes to Kleba. Here's Exum. Back to Kleba. Lets it go from deep. Fires in the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Miller. He's checked by Kleba. McLaughlin pass to Garza. And again, it's Minnesota converting. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Exum. From about 19, another one falls for Dallas.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Here's McLaughlin. Powell covers. McLaughlin pass to Garza. Here's Minot. And he can't get that one. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Hardy. "16 feet out." He hits the back iron and sinks it.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Moore. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Minot. Hey, from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. And Dallas calls time here.
You know what time it is, man. Here comes your D-Town crew.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Powell. Hardaway comes in for Exum. And Doncic has subbed in for Hardy. Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Pass to Prosper. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Minnesota ball.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Garza. He's guarded by Gafford. Nice D from Gafford.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
First team foul.
That's good from Doncic.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels, so dangerous.
Conley against Doncic. Conley passes to Garza. The three-pointer off the mark. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And here's Doncic outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Doncic has got 42 in the game.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Pass to Garza. The kick out to Conley. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Releases. Hardaway's shot is good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And that one's good from Conley.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Now Doncic. And there's the lob. And the dunk by Gafford.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Conley. Here's Garza. He's guarded by Gafford. From deep, Conley. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Prosper. Doncic outside. Down low. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. And the Mavericks making a change here. Green is checked in. Anderson's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Minot. It's stolen by Doncic. For 3, Hardaway. Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Conley. Here's Garza. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels passes to Garza. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Kleba's shot is off.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
McDaniels with some nice D.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
"13 feet out. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. For 3, Hardaway gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Well, when Tim Hardaway Jr. starts to cook, the confidence goes through the roof, and he's working right now.
And here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Garza. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Doncic against Conley. With a step back. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Kleber outside, puts up a deep three. And the Mavericks, another three!
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Conley against Doncic. Pass to Garza. Fires from deep. Doncic pulls down the board. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Over to the wing. Back to Hardaway. Takes one from 10 feet. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll. And Hardaway doing work right there.
Anderson against Kleber. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Garza, looking to win the run. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
16 feet out, and the shot is good off the backboard. The Timberwolves shooting a terrific 56% so far in the fourth quarter. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell comes in for Gafford, and Exum subbed in for Green. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Dallas calls time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. You're looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Here's Doncic. Pass to Lively. Outside for Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Powell. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Conley passes to Gobert. Left side, Conley. Tries the 9-footer. And they'll keep possession. Oh, and Gobert powers it home. Dallas is shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, the key there is Kyrie Irving did a great job setting up his defender on the pick and roll, and it led to the score.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Luka Doncic.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Pass to Anderson. Irving against Conley. 5 on the clock. And no good. Ooh, good D by Irving. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Lively. McDaniels with some nice D.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.